Oh, new toy. Bucket shovel, mounted on a Ford F5. That's a homemade gas tank made up there. This is pretty wicked cool. From what we can tell, the truck was originally a single axle, and they built their own custom dual axle, or it was part of a kit or something. Anyways, 2 drive lanes. See, there are 2 drive lanes. It comes out, goes into a transfer case. True drive lanes. Got a carrier bearing mounted to the top of the first axle to carry it up and over. There is no suspension of any kind, just a walking beam. Who made the shovel? Who made the shovel?
The name is Bantam. They're the ones that made it. It's got a shop manual coming for it.
It's the pivot gear that's...
It's the pivot set of clutches that went bad. Yeah. But what everybody told him was you just get it running and scrape the rust off. But it would have, the shoes were already bad, and it would have just shredded everything. There's a lot less winches on it. Let's see, I think all the cable. All the cable's half inch.
Wait, the attachment points aren't particularly stout, are they?
No. And see what the deal is, they would take the attachment, all they do is pull those pins, and then they change it and put a drag line boom on this thing, or they put a backhoe boom. They just change the boom. And for the backhoe, yeah, it just would be a different boom. See, on this one, this big beam right here slides in and out. You can see the 2 stops. So it can reach probably another 4 feet past the end of the boom if it wanted to. The motor just started right up and runs beautiful.
I wonder how long I've been sitting.
30 years, I think is what he said.
And it just started right up, huh?
Yep, just started right up. Well, we drained the gas, put new gas in it, and turned it over a little bit. We did change the spark plugs because it had the wrong spark plugs in it, and then it just started up. told him he needs to try and get that cover over too, if he can, protect that magneto and stuff. But the guy that bought it, there's your shift levers, and there's even a plate on the dash.
Fabco dual drive.
Yeah, yeah. The dual drive is worth a ton. But the guy that bought it, he bought it in Minnesota or Wisconsin, and he was going to drive it home to North Dakota. And after 30 hours, he had managed to drive it 150 miles. And then he called somebody.
Boy, it ate a lot of dirt on the ride home, didn't it?
Yeah. Dale said just the grills, that's worth 150 bucks or something like that. Or more.
What year is the truck, we think?
49 is what he was told.
It's a lot of similarities between that and that pickup.
Yeah. Yeah, there is an awful lot of them. But then again, the rear ends don't look, they look older than what it is. You should see Scott try to get into the cab. I mean, look at that little tiny cab. And it had a door, see? At one time there was some sort of door, a wooden door that fit on here to try to drive it. You know, and it's the fact that the glass is all intact in the machine and that kind of stuff, you know?
So there doesn't appear to be much wear on the gear set.
No, everything seems to. It's because it hasn't. The guy bought it, and then it didn't do what it was. They bought it, and it wouldn't do what they wanted it to do. So
I
it
mean,
just sat.
that motor sat 30 years with no cover on the exhaust, and it's still just.
It's got a
started?
special top on it.
Oh, okay.
It's a special T-fitting top thing. But yeah. Yeah, it took three tubes of grease. 3 tubes of grease just to get it greased the first time.
Look at how the rear ends are held together by rivets, not welds.
And they're split in half. When Dale looked at it, he said those look like they're more like in the early 40s or late 30s. But see, the second rear end is something that's added. The truck doesn't come with a second rear end. This truck is not heavy enough. It's a 2-ton truck, so it only has a single axle. Okay? It only has a single axle, and the second axle and all that drive up over the top. Did you see how it goes up over the top of the rear end?
I did, yeah.
Is added by the people that put the machine on it.
No suspension.
No, you couldn't have a suspension.
Just a walking beam of some sort.
Yeah. You couldn't have a suspension. But the engine, it started up just as fast, and it's still, you hit the starter button, boom, instantaneous. The tires all hold air, despite what those tires look like. They make the ones in my backhoe look good. But this is cute too. This is an oil thing. See, that thing right there, you fill it with oil, and then you adjust it, and it drips onto the chain. A drop or two of oil every so often. It'll put a drop or two of oil onto the chain to make it lubricated or whatever.
And this is where you guys unloaded it?
Yeah. Yeah. Counterweighted concrete. It's rotting away from being old. You didn't have enough cement in it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I dug into the bank. He backed the truck up, and we pulled it off, and then I put the road back, and he got it running back up there, and then we drove it down here. Well, it rolled down to here.
Well, I mean, it has done some digging. There's some
Yeah.
wear on the bucket.
Dale thinks the trap door has been replaced. It's not heavy enough. He thinks he's got another trap door that would be the correct one for this thing.
Well, we were cleaning a farmhouse, and
But the trap
wow,
door,
it is pretty light.
it's awfully lightweight.
And we found one, and it took 2 of us to lift it into this pickup.
Yeah.
That'd be quite something if it actually fit.
Well, they made this for a lot of years, and you know, it's just